Whenever we see those amazing videos and the creative ways in which they are designed, we always think, those videos are made by professionals and we need to be an expert to create those amazing videos. But what if I told you, you don't need to be an expert to create such amazing videos, and you don't need to have years of experience or qualification to make these videos? What if you could make these amazing videos in an instant? Well, I got you covered. Today, we will acquire the basic skill of video editing through Canva. And I will demonstrate and take you in this journey of video editing. And by the end of these 20 minutes, we will become amazing video editors. So let's begin. So first and foremost, we need to go to canva.com. And when we go to canva.com, we will see this web page. And on the top, we will need to sign up for free. So you could sign up using your own Gmail account, or you could make a Canva account. And once you have signed up, you will go to a web page like, you will first enter this web page. So there are different ways where you can start your video. So first, you can click over here to start your videos, or you can type here to start your videos, or you can just click here to start your videos. So clicking on this icon, you'll be taken to a new web page. And here is where all the fun begins. So this is a canvas on which we are going to do our video editing. And there are some important features we need to know. So here is called the templates. So whenever we do video editing, we are going to be using templates because it makes our job a lot more easier. Next, we have the elements. So they're like the stickers on which you can put on your video. So you can have elements that are, static, or you can have elements that are animated, like as shown here. Then we can upload our own videos, images, and audio. So if you like to have any personal photos of yours, videos, or you would like to have your favorite song, then you could upload them in Canva. Then we have the text. So we already have some ready-made text over here, and you can click on them and edit them, or you can make your own text by clicking on these. The last but not the least, we have audio. So Canva has its own audio, but I need to tell you something really important here. So you might have seen this crown sign, right? So this actually means pro. That means if you only have the paid version of Canva, you can actually use this song. Not just the song, but be it the text, elements, or templates. If there's a crown sign, you can't use it because right now we're using the free version. So if you really like Canva so much, then you can have the paid version and this will become accessible. But there are also other songs which are free. So here there's no crown sign. That means it's free to use. And finally, we have the background. So if you don't like to start with a template, we can always go ahead with a background. So let us first start our video. So we're going to make a card for Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming on 21st March. And what better way is to express your love for your mother than showing her a card, right? So today we're going to make a video based on that. And let's divide this video into, let's say, 4 slides. So before starting any video, you must have a basic idea of what you're going to do. So we're going to have 4 slides. And in the first slide, we can have the heading that is Happy Mother's Day, like how we would generally have a card. In the second and third slide, we can have a little bit of content like our message, along with that some photos or videos and so on. And finally, at the end, we can have like a conclusion, which we are ending off by wishing out our mom Happy Mother's Day once again. So this is what we're going to do in today's tutorial. So let us first start off with the first slide where we're going to put Happy Mother's Day. So like I said before, we're going to use a template because it makes our life a lot more easier. So you can use any template that you like here, but I'm going to be using this vibrant template over here. So these are the texts that are there, but we don't need these texts. We only want this background. So you can just click on them and press delete, and we can remove all of these elements on it. So we have already created our background over here. So now I'm going to click on these three dots over here, and I'm going to duplicate this page because for the next slide, we're going to use the same background as well. So just to see how the slide looks like, you can always click on this play button and it shows you how the slide looks. So you can see the background, it's moving and it looks really good. So let's start with the text. So we could always, write Happy Mother's Day using any of these text. But what if we can make a different version? What if we could do something a little bit creative, innovative? Why don't we use the word happy using photos or videos instead of just having plain text? Why can't the word happy be in videos? And for that, what we can do is we can go to elements, and here we can type frames. After you click on frames, so you can see these are the different available frames. So frames means like if we put on, for example, if I'm taking this frame, you can insert any photo or video and it will be played out in this shape. So that's basically what a frame is. And since we are going to use them, we also have frames available in terms of letters, like this. So why don't we put the word happy, that is Happy Mother's Day, in terms of this? So first, let me take the letter H. Then we can take A. So while you're doing this, you might have seen that there are these purple lines. So this helps you to arrange them in a proper manner with equal spacing. Then we have the letter P. So let's align them. Now another tip is, instead of taking, since the next letter is going to be P, instead of clicking P from here and then changing the shapes and all that, instead of that, just to make our life easier, we can just Control C and Control V to copy paste, and we don't have to change the shapes or size once again. And then we need the letter Y. Okay. So we are done with the word happy. Now this, this happy is towards the side. I think we can, recenter it, right? But, it's a little tiresome. You have to move each letter like this, and then you have to see the spacing. So instead of that, there's another way we could do it. So what we could do is press Shift and click on each element. And there's an option called Group. So click on that. And then you can see all of this becomes one group. So no matter where you move them, they are all in the same position. So now I can align them, and now this is perfect. Now into this, like I said, we're going to insert videos, right? So I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to upload my own video. So if you have any family videos or anything that you would like to put, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put this video over here. So just drag and drop, and you have the video right away. Next, I'm going to use this video, drag and drop, you have the video. So like so, you can do for the rest of the letters. And this would look really very good. So that's it for the letters. So you can see these letters now look really very good. Now let's go for the text, Mother's Day. For this, we can use some ready-made text that we already have. So we already have some few amazing looking texts here. So why don't we try thank you? So you can see this is group, right? Just like how we group the word happy, this is also group. And we can also ungroup them. So just click on ungroup and this gets ungrouped. And now we can make modifications to this text. Let's align them properly. And this looks very good. Now this text size seems a little bit big, right? It's, like if we change it into Mother's Day, maybe the word mother might come onto the next line because this is a little too big. So what can we do about the size? Well, you have options. You can either click over here to just decrease the font size, or you can, click here and select any font size that you like. Or like me, you can just type the font size that you want. So I'm putting 160, and there we have it. So this size looks really perfect. Now to this, I'm also going to change this size, and I'm going to put it as 160. Great, this looks really good. Now you might be wondering, maybe is there a way to change this font, because this font doesn't look that attractive here, right? Maybe is there any other interesting fonts, you might be wondering. Well, luckily there is. So you can go to over here where you can change the fonts that you like. So you could go for any font that you like, but make sure not to click on the star, this crown, because it's paid. So I'm going to go for Brusher, and it looks really good. So I'm changing it to Brusher over here. And now I'm going to edit my text. So I'm going to put Mother's Day, and I'm going to put here. So you can see how this is all coming together. The first slide looks really very great. So now we have our first slide. Happy Mother's Day. And if you want to see how the first slide looks like, just click over here and you'll be able to preview how the slide looks. So you can see the video moving, the background moving, and so on. So this looks really great. Now let us move on to the next slide. And then we'll come back to add a little bit of extra decorations, you know, the cherry on the top of the cake. Yeah, we'll do that once we come back. So let's now move on to the next slide. So as said previously, in this slide, we're going to put the content. That is basically, you know, the text and then, you know, the video, and make it really interesting. So for the text, I already have my message set out here. And I'm going to put this message. So I'm just going to copy paste my message. You can directly type it there, but for now I'm copy pasting, and I'm going to go to text. I'm going to click on add subheading and insert my text here. This text looks great, but then maybe we can add a little bit of features, you know, and make it more lively. So I'm going to change its color. Go to A here to change its text color. And I'm also going to change its font to Lovelo. So it looks really good. Now this seems really suiting to the background. Instead of just putting a plain texture, maybe we could put it inside of, you know, a text bubble. So let's put text bubble. And you can click on any of these text bubbles that you really like. So let's see which one suits here. We have really interesting ones over here. Oh, this looks perfect. So here you can change the color. Sometimes they allow you to change the color, but most of the time they don't. So if you're lucky, you can change color, and you can put it to, you know, white so that it looks good. Let's just increase the size. And let's just make this a little small so that it fits inside. Okay, this looks really good. This part's fine. Now we can add on some stickers over here so that, you know, it suits and makes it more creative. So we could go with hearts. Hearts looks good. It suits everywhere. So let's put hearts. And you can see they are like, you know, static. They're not moving. They're just like pictures. But if you want to make it more creative and more interesting, you can go to the option over here and click animated, apply filters, and you get animated stickers. So this heart looks pretty good. But along the way, you can see some recommendations over here. So when you click on a sticker, most of the time Canva gives you recommendations that is to related stickers that you might like. So this sticker looks pretty good. I'm going to click on this, just going to turn, and I'm going to make it look nice. Just align them properly and they'll look good. I'm going to copy paste this, Control C, Control V. Make this a little smaller, just that it suits the background. And now here we can put some maybe photo or video that we like. So you can go again, once again, to frames to do that. and get any heart-shaped frame or any frame that you like. But I'm going to show you another feature here. If you had used this frame earlier, that is if you've used for your other video projects, then you'll find them in the recently used. So since I had used them, I'm going to click on the recently used, and I'm going to find this frame here. So I'm going to insert the frame. And once again, you can put any photo or video that you like. And in this stage, I am going to insert some video. So I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to click on a video and insert a video over here. So now you can see it's starting to come together. It's creating a lot of color in our video. Now this looks pretty good. Just to make this look extra nice, I'm going to go to hearts. Oh, in recently used, I have it, but I'll show it to you. So you can go to hearts, and in hearts, click again, once again, animated, apply filters. You will get different varieties. So see all, and you get different designs that you could put on them. So instead of this one, this sticker, I'm going to put another sticker. Yes, this one. So you have more recommendations of this type. I'm going to put the white one because it suits more. So just align things properly, and then you can go ahead. So you can be really, once again, be creative. You can have your own ideas, your own thoughts, your own styles. And if you create videos like that, it will be really amazing. So now this looks really good. So this is how you can make elements, or this is how you can put text in your video. Now I'm going to just make things a little more interesting. So let's try to have an animated character over here so that it will look really good. So you can find that in hearts, and you can see this animated character. It looks really nice. So go to see all. There are different recommendations. And at this part, I'm going to insert a very interesting person. Yes, this one. So she's dancing, and it really brings like a nice color or animation over here. So I'm going to insert her at this point, and now your slide is done. So it looks really nice. And over here as well, I'm going to insert two, dancing hearts. So I think we can put this one. So just make the size a little small, and then we can insert her here. And I'm going to copy paste this one. And then we have also another one here. Now, just to make things a little more interesting, other than just having hearts and frames with videos, why don't we try confetti? Now, confetti makes things really very exciting. So I'm going to get the animated version, not just the static one. And you can see the different variety of confetti that is all here. So I'm going to go with this one. This one looks really nice. So let's align it. And I'm again going to copy paste, Control-T, Control-V. And I'm going to group this. So because if you're going to change it, if you're going to move around things in the future, so both of them will move at the same time. So I'm going to press on Shift, click on both, group. So if you move them, they act like as if they're in one group. And we can align them. So now this looks really good. We are almost done with our slides. Like so, the next two slides, you can also make them using your own creativity and imagination. So using the things that we have already seen, we already have the slides which I already made here. So you can see two frames, in that I put photos, I put confetti, then I put the heart sticker with the text. Like so, for the last slide, I put a box which was animated like this. I put on ready-made text over here, some confetti, and two stickers. So you can be really creative, and you can put your slides the way that you like. So we are almost towards the end, and now I'll be showing you a little bit of transition and animation. Before we move on to that, you can see this slide. It's being played for 26.2 seconds. That's a long time. So this is going to be running for 26.2 seconds. That's too long. So just to make it short of the timing, you can minimize the time like this. I think we can bring it to 7 or approximately 7 seconds. So it's more than enough. Same way here. We can also bring this to approximately 7 seconds so that it doesn't take too much time. Yes, this is perfect. So this is starting to get into shape. So this is 7 seconds, this is 4.5, that's fine, and this is 4.7. Okay. Now I'm going to show you about something about animation and transition for the text and also between the slides. Now let's just move this confetti out of the picture for some time. And now instead of just abruptly these, images and photos coming out of nowhere, what if we gave them smooth transition or animation? So for that, you can click on the element, then go to animate, and then you can animate them as you like. So you have different versions to animate them. Like that, you can animate the text and the text here, as well as stickers. You can animate them as well. You can make them rise, you can make them tumble, and you can do much more. Similarly, you can do for this slide and the slides after here as well. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create the transition between the slides. Over here, you have two options: to add a page or to change transition. So click on change transition and you can see how transition is made between different slides. As of now, the transition is none, but if you put dissolve, you can see how the transitions are really smooth, right? They make it look even more nice and they make it look even more lovely. So I'm going to click on dissolve. And with that, you will have the transition like so. You can put the transition for the rest of the slides. And now your video is almost done. But don't forget, we have another important thing. We have audio. I mean, no video is complete without music, right? So you can use Canva's own music, which is free, or you can upload audio like me. So I'm going to put my own audio and I'm going to insert it. And you can see the audio is inserted. So if you want to see how your total video looks like, just click on play over here and you can see the entire video with the audio. But for now, I'm just going to directly download. So when you click on download, you can download it, using MP4 video, or you can download it using PDF, JPEG, or GIF, anything that you like. But since we're doing a video now, just click on MP4 video and download. And once you download, our video will look something like this. So you have seen how to make video editing to Canva, and I really hope you have learned a lot from today's tutorial. So if you have any questions or anything at all, feel free to message me personally, or you can ask our question answer session conductor and she will pass on the question for today's session. Thank you, and back to the MC.